Audience to get back to your seats. Thank you very much. If you are sitting in the back or standing around, please make your way to your seats. Each year we look forward to the Valedictory address. This year, Sanjna was elected by the class of 2017 to speak on their behalf. At this time, we welcome the one and only Sanjna to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to thank you all for your presence at Thornhill Secondary School's graduation for the class of 2017. I believe I'm speaking for all the graduates when I say we are thrilled you could be here tonight. From staff to families to community partners, each of you has been a major contributor to our growth over the past 4 years, and in many cases, for even longer. I'm honored to have been given the opportunity to speak on behalf of our class this evening, but it's kind of an intimidating task. So much so that when I found out, I went home and looked up the WikiHow page on writing a valedictory address. Because how on earth is one person supposed to represent the views and experiences of over 200 people? Of all of you who've each forged a path that is distinct from my own, who have found your successes in different areas, carving your names into athletics by participating in sports that have me feeling winded just at the thought of them, or bearing your hearts and souls for everyone to see in theater or by performing at open mic night. Those paths take a kind of talent and fearlessness I aspire for and admire. There's also participating in clubs or contributing to class discussions or simply looking out for friends and classmates. Publicly recognized or not, each of these acts or experiences has contributed to our school's unique, dynamic narrative. As you can see, WikiHow wasn't much help. It turns out that trying to capture all of our individual struggles and triumphs, our hopes and dreams over the course of a 7-minute speech is just as futile as trying to get the Niners not to block the halls in the morning. So instead, I want to talk about how high school has served as a period of immense personal growth. What that means is different for everyone, but the general idea is that the kinds of experiences that we've had here and the memories we've established are ones that we'll be coming back to, time and time again. One such memory of mine took place on registration day, 4 years ago. It was hot and muggy, and 14-year-old me was standing in our school gym, absolutely terrified. Pop culture hadn't made high school seem like the friendliest place, and as far as I knew, Ned had only created a declassified survival guide for middle school. So I was waiting for my agenda, my head still swimming with worries, when I took a deep breath, turned to the girl behind me, and said, "Hey, I like your shirt." And despite the fact that the next few moments were flooded with feelings of sheer embarrassment, it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. That girl, the one with the neat shirt, she became my first friend at high school, and to this day is someone I'm still close to. I feel as though many of us have a similar experience. Maybe yours didn't take place in an overcrowded, overheated gym. But I'm willing to bet that there was a time where you just took a chance and said that first hello. Sometimes it worked out and sometimes it didn't. But I think what's important is that we took that kind of risk in the first place. I mean, we're lucky that Thornhill is a small school and that we can walk through the halls and recognize most of the people that we come across. It's made us more likely to give that small smile, to see how someone's feeling, or to compliment someone on what they're wearing. To break our bubble and actively connect with someone else. Soon, though, we're going to be walking through campuses or environments that are much bigger than our current one. It's going to be tempting to want to shut down and shut out, to stick to what we know. But I hope that as Thornhill students, we remember the kind of spirit we've cultivated here, one of warmth and inclusivity, and that we make the same effort to create that kind of environment no matter where we are. We've always heard that it only takes one person to affect change. And though that's true, nothing great has ever been accomplished by the acts of one person alone. They require a network of people there to support them and see them through all their rough patches, to help turn their ideas into realities and celebrate their successes. Our high school experiences, they reaffirm this. Semi-athletic banquet, our sports games, classroom visits, or the Asian Heritage Festival. All of these would remain ideas in someone's head if it weren't for the tireless efforts of boss, or mentors, or TAC, or club members, or prefects, who, for what it's worth, do far more than act as doorstops. They would also cease to exist without everyone here who comes out to these events and decides to create the kind of atmosphere that gives TSS its unique flavor. You know, I remember one open mic night, and I'm pretty sure it was my first one. In true TSS style, the power that was going to the tech equipment cut out in the middle of one of the performances. And this had the potential to be quite disastrous, but I was surprised because instead of a ruckus breaking out, the entire cafeteria was pin drop silent as the two performers performed acoustically. And the applause that filled the room after that was like nothing I had ever heard before. But you know, this isn't the only time I've seen something like that at the school. It happens again and again, like at relay or at leadership night, where we rally behind each other in ways that are both tangible and hard to pinpoint. The world will tell us time and time again that it's every man for himself. But I hope in the face of that, we have the courage of conviction to continue to find strength in each other. And maybe to revise that saying to every individual for themselves. Now that it's almost over, thinking about the last 4 years of high school makes me feel as though I'm looking through a window on the subway. The sleepless nights, the 3 a.m. TSS checks, the tests, the events, the early morning meetings, everything is seamlessly blending together. And I'm struck by the fact that just as we were getting a handle on high school, we're hurtling onto something new and unknown, and yet profoundly exciting. What that something is looks different for everyone, but I imagine we're all feeling the same odd mixture of excitement and anxiety. And I know it's really easy to get caught up in these emotions and the anticipation, but I hope that as we graduate, we pause to thank all those who have helped us get this far. Many of us would not have made it to this point without our loved ones, who have been there from day one to provide a unique guiding inspiration. My mom, for example, taught me to let my imagination run wild and to see the world for the beautiful place it is. And my dad, he taught me to fight for what I love and never give up on what I believe in, come what may. Our families have always been there to give us these reminders, often accompanied by a back in my day. And though we may not have appreciated it in the moment, these values have been woven into the fabric of our beings, making us better, stronger. And for that, I think we have reason to be thankful. And here's to the friends who we've made over the course of our high school career, or the friends from before with whom we've only gotten closer. We've been through it all, the highs and the lows, everything high school had to offer. From last-minute study sessions to school events, to those experiences that didn't happen within the walls of our high school, but marked our high school experience nonetheless. You are the ones who have made the past 4 years what they were. And of course, to all our teachers, who have seen us through our senioritis, put up with our many questions about whether or not our tests were marked, and still managed to pour their souls into what they've taught. Here's to our administration and support staff, who help our school run like a well-oiled machine. We don't appreciate you nearly enough, so now we take the time to express our gratitude. This is the part where I'm supposed to leave everyone with some lasting, supposedly life-changing piece of advice. I think that's a bit of a tall order, especially considering I've been on this little blue dot of a planet for the same amount of time as most of you. So instead, I'm going to leave everyone with a little story. Someone once told me that when they were younger and someone would ask them what they wanted to be when they grew up, they would respond with, well, I want to be happy. I chuckled when I heard that the first time around. But I think somewhere in the slew of assessments and classes and post-secondary applications, it almost became something that we forgot. So if there's one thing that I hope for all of you, it's that no matter where you are or what you're doing, it's something that makes you feel fulfilled. And maybe makes the world a slightly better place. Because in the words of Margaret Mead, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Class of 2017, it's been an honor, and I can't wait to see where we go from here.
Thank you for some quick housekeeping items. Graduates, following the recessional, please deposit your gowns in the drop box provided if you don't wish to keep it. Please return to the gowns area to pick up your graduate composite. Your report card package should be available at the school starting on Tuesday, July 11th. Everyone's invited to join us for refreshments in the lobby, including cutting of the graduation cake by the class valedictorian. As well, there will be opportunity to visit a professional photographer in the lobby to pick up photos and to sit for photos. To the class of 2017, we wish you every success in the years ahead. To everyone present, thank you and good night. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the recessional involving the platform party, our honored guests, faculty members, and the class of 2017.